Hello, my name is Juliana Childs, an expert of all things food and culture. Well, maybe not an expert, but I do have some knowledge at least. You see, my background is different than most. One, painfully white, and the other, very much Puerto Rican. In my family, food tells a story. On one side, the story is clear. Rice and beans, empanadillas, a direct line to our Puerto Rican roots. But on the other side, the story gets blurry. The food, just as beloved, but its origins are a mystery.
For this next segment, I have decided to interview my paternal grandmother, Ellen Fenwick Childs, about the food she grew up with, from humble beginnings on her farm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Have any dishes that might have been made in your family as a sort of traditional or something that really resonated with you over your time as a consumer?
One of my favorite meals was fried eggplant.
Oh.
I don't know where Granny Beeks learned to make city chicken, but she did.
Mm-hmm.
With the cubes of veal pushed onto wooden skewers, short, like the size of a drumstick.
This response may seem regular, but these foods have little to no correlation to the history of my family. You see, fried eggplant originated in the Middle East, and the city chicken my grandmother talks of is a Polish-American dish. Now, as much as I love pierogi and saying Polish words like I truly have no Polish heritage. Well, more on that later. I wanted to understand if this was the same for anyone else. So I went into the world.
What is your name?
Amanda.
What is your name?
Brie.
Do you have a dish that your family makes you?
Yes, it's bolognese. Paella.
Do you happen to be Italian?
No.
And do you happen to be Spaniard?
Yes, I am.
Thank you so much.
How can someone with no Italian origin be so familiar with the food? And right next to her, a Spanish girl familiar with Spanish food and not another culture's food. Just you wait. All will be revealed after this short break.
Tired of boring snacks? Does your plantain lack purpose?
Say hello to the Totonera 3000. This isn't a new invention. This is what we do.
How did you learn to make tostones, or most of the dishes that you know how to make?
When I was growing up, I watched my mother make them. And so I studied her. I watch, and then I learned.
And where might have she learned?
Probably with her mom, but no, not so much. She kind of watched my aunt. She learned from my aunt on my father's side.
On the contrary to my father's side of the family, my mother has had loads of cooks and passed down dishes so clearly traced. But we must understand the history of the plantain to see if this dish is truly a part of my culture. The plantain isn't native to Puerto Rico. It was brought there by Spanish colonizers who themselves got it from Africa. So the tostón is a perfect symbol of the Taíno, Spanish, and African roots that created Puerto Rico cuisine. It's a food born from history, from collision, and from the strive of making a new home.
Hey, I'm back. Whoa, spaghetti bolognese? How did this sauce get into my hand? Come to think of it, how did this sauce get into anybody's hand? For this, we're gonna have to look back to our good friend Amanda.
Yes, it's bolognese.
Do you happen to be Italian?
No.
Okay, Amanda doesn't have any answers either. But I do! Spaghetti bolognese, no doubt, is world famous comfort food. But its story begins in Bologna, Italy. The sauce name, ragu, comes from the French word ragout, meaning stew, reflecting France's culinary influence on Italy. The original recipe was meat sauce served with tagliatelle pasta. After World War II, returning soldiers and Italian immigrants popularized the dish abroad. It was adapted for new kitchens, with spaghetti replacing tagliatelle, creating the version we know today. Through its evolution, the heart of the dish remains a simple, savory combination of meat, tomatoes, and herbs. securing its place as a timeless global classic in our kitchens and in Amanda's. Okay, that explains why a non-Italian like Amanda might eat Italian food. But it doesn't explain Bree's situation.
Paella.
And do you happen to be Spaniard?
Yes, I am.
Why is Bree's paella a special treat while spaghetti bolognese is everywhere in America? It boils down to immigration. Millions of Italians came here, opening restaurants and adapting their food with cheap and local ingredients. But Spain never had a huge wave of migration to the US. So, Spanish food like paella, with its expensive saffron and exclusive local ingredients, never got widely Americanized. It stayed a special, authentic link to the homeland. Not an everyday, easy to make food like spaghetti. Unlike Amanda, I do not steal people's family dishes and call them my own. No, I eat real Puerto Rican food created by real Puerto Rican hands.
I don't know where Granny Beaks learned to make city chicken.
Okay, I can explain. Take the dish she spoke of earlier, city chicken. Despite its name, it's not poultry. This was a clever Depression-era creation from the Polish-American communities in cities like Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Polish immigrants who were already skilled with using every part of the animal would skewer cheap cubes of veal and pork to look like drumsticks. Families would bread and pan-fry them. The genius was in the marketing. Butchers sold these pre-made skewers, and the name City Chicken created a comforting illusion for everyone. A way for families, Polish or not, to feel like they were eating a fancy chicken dinner when times were tough. It's a powerful example of how a dish can start in one culture but become a shared family meal for an entire region. Born from collective resourcefulness during a defining moment in American history. So, what did we learn? The story of our family food isn't just about where we come from. It's also about the journeys we've taken and the times we've lived through. The city chicken, the tostones. One, an adaptation, of finding new comfort, and the other, a mix of cultures, creating a whole culture in itself and beautiful dishes from that. These foods, the inherited, the adopted, aren't on opposite sides of the table anymore. Together, they make the full, beautiful picture of who I am, who we are. Thank you for sharing this meal with me.